Hopefully we'll have a nice clean race. Excuse me at the moment, I'll go on. I'm again on my own due to Sam being out. The fact he's not very well. So hopefully I'll be able to do a decent job. I'll try my best. It is hard on your own. Right then, so as soon as the first person comes out, I'll jump on board and I'll give him a follow. The buttons. So we've got Small Hands. He's out on track at the moment, so I'll ride on board his Small Hands and wait for him to do his fast lap. As soon as he goes, if he invalidates, I'll jump onto the next person who is behind him. And we've got Steele is the next person behind Small Hands in the Ferrari, I believe. Hopefully a better race than last week. Wasn't a brilliant race, but we'll see what happens. You never know. It was an exciting race with Tier 2 last Thursday. Hopefully we have a similar exciting race tonight in Spain. As Tier 3, as if you not already know, Tier 3 are the last tier to race in Spain. Can't speak for NA tier, but definitely Tier 3 is the last of the rounds to race in whatever track we're on. In this case, it's Spain. Small Hands now complete Sector 1. There we go. Tidy through there. Small Hands is one of the drivers that's been here from the start of Tier 3 this season. There has been a few driver changes. People getting promoted from this tier. And Small Hands has gone into the wall. And he has out of the race. Out of qualifying, so I'll jump on board with Steele. Hopefully the car in front will slow down and move out of the way for him, because he's not on a fast lap. He's on an out lap. So hopefully he'll be able to go that way, and he goes into the sand, which is nice to see. Don't think it's impeded him too much. And just on the final turn of Sector 2. It isn't a difficult track, Catalonia, but it is a boring track. Some people say it's a boring track. There's a couple of difficult spots. This is one of them where Steele's coming through now. If you get that first corner, that first part of that sequence of corners wrong, you can go into the wall quite easily. This is a slow section of the circuit now, which I think is quite technical. You have got to slow it down and poise yourself and round this last corner. And as Steele goes across the line and puts himself on provisional pole for this session. So I couldn't tell you who was next. Steele now moves out of the way for Hayes. No, it's not Hayes, sorry. Kung Fu Poughton. Oh, and Hayes has swapped into the Williams team. So that's a driver change, as in his change from teams. So Hayes is now in the Williams with Kung Fu Poughton. So, and now we've got Coles is second. Snipes is another lad who's come up from Formula 2. And he's been promoted into Tier 3. And he goes fastest at the moment with a 117. Last week on Tier 2 they were getting the 116s, I believe. No, 115, sorry, and we had a couple of people in the 114s. and Tier 1 were all mostly predominantly in 1 minute 14s, I believe. So it'd be interesting to see what Tier 3 lads can do. 117s at the minute, which is about right for this tier. 117s. Imagine we'll be in the 116s. But we shall have to see. As Kung Fu Powton unsurprisingly goes fastest with a 116.6 and gets beaten by Sim Race with a 116.6, 2 times faster than Kung Fu Powton. And the cat beats Kung Fu Powton by 2 attempts too, only 300ths of a second. Split Sim Racer and the cat at the moment. So we have 17 drivers, and if they all qualify properly, we should lose 2 drivers, including the DNFs and F small hands. Possibly 3 people will lose tonight so far. So Wongdon, let's have a look what Wongdon's going to do. He's quite a way around the lap at the minute. Oh, it's just coming over the line, and he goes 7th with a 117.1. And is Stevie on the track? Let's see where Stevie is. Stevie just started his fast lap. And Sammy's just gone quickest in Sector 1. Purple Sector 1 for Sonny. Hayes is in the pits, and Carton King is just coming out. Carton King was our last race winner. Can't remember who it was actually, but I was invalidated. Sonny has invalidated, so it's put a stand on board with Sonny. The cat goes quickest with a 116.4. Stevie then is invalidated as well. So now there's nobody on track that I can watch. And Snipes goes fastest. So he's gone back-to-back laps, Snipes and the cat gone back-to-back laps. And so did Steele, but didn't get any better. So he's on his way back into the pits. And Stevie, is he on his way into the pits? I don't know. Just going to wait on to see what Stevie does. He might do another lap. Or he might decide to get a new set of tyres and... No, he's staying out, so he's going to do another lap. So stay on board with Stevie then. Give Stevie a bit of a follow. See what he does. Hopefully he keeps it clean this time round. So that's 1 lap on his softs. Not too bad through there. He's got low fuel, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to put a lap down. And he's gone fastest in Sector 1. Has he got enough for a fast lap? We'll have to see. The legs just come out for his out lap. And we've got Hayes on an out lap. And Carton King has smashed out, and so has Lewis Johnson. They're not going to be best pleased. Oops, sorry. And he's just going around the technical part of the track now. Left and right. Well done. Nice and tidy. Bit of curb. Around the last corner. Hot on the gas. And across the line, which puts him 9th from 11th. Not too bad. It's an improvement, but not vastly. So, the leg then. Just starting his out lap. His fast lap, sorry. And he goes also purple Sector 1. See if he keeps it going and keeps that advantage going into Sector 2. Nice through there. Pick up a little bit of curb. Gives you a good exit into that corner. Into a bit of an hairpin. Into the bit of the track that can catch you out on that corner there. Nice through there, keeping it nice and tight to that curb and winding it off. And into the slowest section of the track. Just a little bit. Okay, we don't want to be hitting them yellow cushions. And on the gas and across the line. He puts him third, right behind his teammate with 1/10 slower. Not bad at all. Hayes then, he was just starting. Is he just start? Yeah, he's just starting his fast lap. There's no purple sectors for him at the moment. Nice through there. And who's that? Can't see that. He's pulled out of the way. That's nice to see. And just going through the last part of sector 2. Nice bit of curve, not too bad. And into the hairpin. Nice and tight. Oh, nice through there. And onto the technical part of the track, the slowest part of the track. Not hitting the yellows at all. And across the line. Hopefully put some 10th. Should be 10th. Oh, it's not, it's 12th. Not bad. He won't be very happy with that, but he's got plenty of time for another lap. So now we've got the leg who's still out on the track. And he comes into the pit. Sim racer is invalidated. Not quite sure what he's going to do next. So he keeps out of the way for Snipes. No, it wasn't Snipes. That must have been Sunny. He was out lap. Right then, so Sunny's just going around the final corner, see if he can improve and get himself out of 16th and actually set a time. And away we go with Sunny then, into turn 1. Go to the left hand side of the track and sweep it in. Around that part, that corner is the one that catches you out. Or can catch you out. Around turn 4 then. Does have a tendency to kick you out just to there. Nice into there. And not bad. Complete sector 1. Up into sector 2 now then. And into the hairpin. Keeping it as far over to the right as possible. Through the chicane. And into the technical part of the track. Into the S's. Nice through there. See where that's going to put Sunny then. Puts him 12th. Knocks Hayes down 1. I reckon hopefully that'll be everybody that's live still. It should be through. Hopefully. Right then, let's go and see if anybody else is on track. The cat has retired. I presume. Yeah, looks like it. Sim racer then. No purple sector for him at the moment. Into there nicely. Hug the curb. Wind it off. And get a decent slingshot into this corner. Or probably just a slightly bit too much curb. Can Sim Racer improve from 4th? Into the hairpin. And into the slowest section of the track. Can't tell at the moment what he's going to do. And he spins it. That's a shame. And he ghosts up. And Stevie starts another fast lap. Dave Hunt is in the bottom. Sunny is retired. Dave Hunt's in the pits. Stevie's out on track then. We'll follow Steve. He's one of the only cars out there. Chow Billy, I haven't said much about Chow Billy. He's just started his out lap. And he's just started his fast lap. Here we go then with Chow Billy. 181. Turn 1 then into turn 2. Coming on to turn 3. Nice through there. This looks decent. He's 9,900 of a second quicker. His previous lap. Keep pushing Billy. Into the left hander. Immediately into the right hander. Come on. Into the hairpin then. That's better, keeping it on to that curb to get a decent entrance into there. And he spins it. Oh, not quite. He saved it. He's going to lose a bit of time with that bit of a spin. Just lost the back end slightly. Into the technical part of the track then. Left into a right. And I don't think he's going to improve now. Keeps his 1:16.8. There he goes again. And back to back. He's only got 3 laps on the softs. So I don't think anybody else in front of him is going to come back out. Stevie then. He's on I think he's reading his lap. Dave Hunt has come back out again. And he's just going around the technical part of the track. See what Dave can do. He too was a former Formula 2 driver. It's his second race with Tier 3. And here we go then. As Stevie's crashed out. By the looks of things. So Dave Hunt then. He's been promoted up to from 14th to 13th with Stevie's off. So then he's going to sector 2. Halfway through, just come up to the hairpin. Nice onto the curb. Purple sector 2 time. This looks good for Dave. And into the oval turn. Right hand turn, 90 degree. Into the last S's. And across the line. Puts him 12th. And TTM Hayes is out now as well. I don't know if that's... Oh, yeah, might be retired. Okay, out then. So that rounds up Q1. Not a bad qualifying session. Right then, so we got TTM Snipes in first, the Cat in second, the Leg in third, Sim Racer in fourth, Colsey in fifth, Kung Fu Powton in the Williams in sixth, Show Billy in seventh, Ewan in eighth, Wongdon in ninth, TTM Steel in ninth, Sonny in 11th, Dave Hunt in 12th, and TTM Hayes in 13th. And we have Stevie leaving his session, Small Hands, Lewis Johnson, and Carton King all out. Right then, back at it. Q2, 15 minutes of this session. I'll catch the first person out and give him a follow. Right then, I'll jump on board with Sim Racer.
Oh, someone's put Karting King is the worst driver I've ever seen. Karting
Well,
King is the worst driver I've
well,
ever
whoever's put that in the comments, I strongly disagree. You can't really say he's the worst driver you've ever seen when he won the race last week
seen.
quite cleanly and quite easily.
TTM
Um,
Martins put below Karting King is good. TTM
so
Martins put stats.
he's one of the best racers I've raced with, to be honest. Very clean, very respectful. Doesn't go for stupid overtakes. Doesn't go for stupid decisions. So saying he's one of the worst drivers you've seen, I totally disagree with that one. I don't know what you've seen. If you're just basing that on just tonight, when he's had a bit of an off, we all make mistakes. So
One, three weekers,
don't know.
RE, then lead.
Okay, Bob, I've got. So we got who's everyone's on out laps at the moment. So I was distracted with that comment on the chat. I got Wongdon going slow. Don't know why. So we got, I think it's Wongdon who's next. So I'll jump on board with Wongdon. First, closely followed by Cho Billy. I think that's right, yeah. So I'll jump on board with Wongdon then and see what he can do. And he's got Cho Billy quite close to him, which is probably going to gain a bit of a tow, which is a bit of an advantage. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3 for some reason. Someone's stopped or gone off. Looks like they've gone off because there's no one behind them waiting for. Nice through there. Go on, Wongdon. Oh, he's invalidated. That's a shame. So I'm going to jump on board with Cho Billy. He's into the hairpin. Quite a way left of the track there. Seen a few drivers keep to the right to try and get a better entrance into that corner. And it's a left into here, then an immediately right, nice and slow, and spraying it up and straight on the power, and then bring it on for across the line. Cho Billy goes third. Snipes goes 16.3, and Colesy with a 1:16.2. The leg has gone third with a 1:16.4. Kung Fu Powhatan is off the pace for some reason, 1:17 dead. And the Cat has gone fourth behind his teammate, 1/10. And Sonny has gone a 1:16.9. And in the pits. Can Ewan, Karting King's teammate, do any good? Just starting his fast lap now. I'll ride on board with Ewan. See what he can do. Pretty decent driver. I had the pleasure of commentating with him on the Tier 2 race on Thursday. Great lad. Nice through there then. Nice and smooth out of there. Slowing it down slightly and chucking it right. As my cat attacks the baby. Oh, nice. Not bad. And he's got, I think it's Hayes in front of him. Warm his tyres. Hopefully gets out of his way. And he does. Nice driving from Hayes. Yellow flag. That's because Hayes has stopped out of the way. Into the technical part of the track then. Slowing it down just about now. Chucking it left. And chucking it right. And keeping off them yellow curbs. And around this final corner then. See where Ewan can go, and he goes 8th with a 117.1. But still don't happen with still with a 133.5. I do like Q2 because obviously it's when you can start seeing people's strategies. So you've got Joe Billy on the mediums and Snipes is on the mediums. Sim Racer then, outlap. Dave Hunt Hill, should I say. Right on board with Dave. And Hayes is behind him, so watch Dave first of all. As he comes into the... Oh, he goes off. Oh, what's happened there? No, Dave, that isn't part of the track, mate. So I'll jump on board with Hayes. He's got purple sector through 2. Purple sector 2 time. Chuck it right. And slow it down into left and then immediately right, keeping off the yellows. And round the last corner. And across the line, Hayes. Where can you put yourself, pal? 6. Not a bad time at all. 1:16.8. Right then. Steele as invalidated as he comes into the pit, so we ain't going to be too bothered about that. Dave, I'm not sure if he's on a fast lap or he's actually coming back into the pits. So we got two lads at the moment on medium tyres, TTM Snipes and Chobili. Sim Racer then is invalidated, so he's going to have to go around again. One more time. Right. I'm just thinking now, when do I jump off to go to the toilet, because I am getting quite desperate. And Sim Racer invalidated, so it's put us down with them. I'm going to go now, I think, while everyone's either in the pits or on cool down laps. Right, and I'm back. Right, and our sim racer puts himself third, I see. That ain't bad. So we've only got 3 people now on mediums. Well, so far we've got TTM Snipes, Sonny, and Ewan. Neither.
Obviously, he's not a fan.
No, it's obviously not. God, that stinks.
What we are.
Who's put that? Don't know.
You race or the
Don't know.
boss?
No, it's not a boss. Right in. So TTM the cat comes around the final cut. Oh, he doesn't. He goes into the pits. That's what happens when you don't focus on the racing. So TTM Sunny then on fresh softs, on fresh medium, should I say. So just going around the corner before the last technical bit. And around the corner. And there we go, across the line. And goes 7th.
He's put now, Carlton King will crash out in T1. He's got it, so he's probably drunk.
Right, I'm still out. I'm just watching Sonny. I think he's going back into the pits after setting that blistering time of a 1:16.7. A lot of people are retiring. Nice having the TTM steel. And that's it. That's end of Q2. Hayes is just going round now. Don't think he's on a fast lap. Doesn't look like he's on a fast lap. So he'll be coming back into the pits. And then Joe Billy is behind him. Invalidated, so he's not going to go any further. Is that Wongdon still out? It is. He's on low fuel, so I imagine he's coming to the pits as well. So that's it then. That is it. Now Wongdon is definitely going into the pits. It's going far too slow around there. And that's it then. End of Q2. Ready for our top 10 shootout. Right then, so the top 10, top 10 going through is Kung Fu Powton, Coles in second, Sim Racer in third, Wongdon in fourth, Snipes in fifth, TTM the Cat in sixth, his teammate the Leg in seventh, TTM Hayes, TTM Sunny, Joe Billy rounding out the top 10, and then three lads that are going out, which is TTM Ewan in 11th, Steele in 12th, and Dave Hunt in 13th. And we have Joe Billy and Snipes starting on medium tyres. Right, and then here we go then. Start of Q3, top 10 shootout. They'll all have a brand new set of softs, so hopefully should see something quite interesting to commentate on, hopefully. See what happens here then. 12 minutes of Q3. So we've got both the Williams lads in and both the Red Bulls and both the McLarens. And both the Alpha Tauris, I believe that's meant to be Alpha Tauris. So Chow Billy comes out onto the track. As Snipes is already out, so I'll jump on board with Snipes, see what he can do. He's been quite consistent for the last two qualifying sessions. Been up there with the top of them. See what he can do this time round. As he just comes out and just starts on his out lap. So we've got almost the whole of the grid out at the moment. Got three lads still stuck in the pit. So 70% are on track. And he throws it down the hairpin. Into the technical part of the track then. We've still got TTM the Cat and Kung Fu Powton still in the pits. And he has an invalidated lap time, that doesn't really matter. Oh, it does. No, it doesn't, that's fine. And here we go then with Snipes. Into turn one then. Keeping it as far right as far left as he possibly can to swing it into. And he's invalidated. I thought he might. Did look a bit unsettled there. And I think that's Coles now. Joe Billy. Jump on board with Joe Billy then. Joe Billy then is. This is going to be a purple sector. For the fastest, one of the faster corners. Left-hander. And he's invalidated. Oh dear. Right, and jump back on board with Colsey. See if he can do better. Yellow flag in front. Coming down into the hairpin, keeping as far to the right as possible. And here's a purple sector 2 time. Which it will be, because I think it's be the first person to set a decent time. Oh, nice through there. That's nice through there, Colsey. Took it left, keep off the yellows. Nice through there. Around the last sector then. And across the line. A 1:16 dead. Not a bad time, not a bad time at all. Wongdon goes second. Well, was second, was 16.9 now. And Leg goes second with a 1:16.3. Sim Racer has got invalidated again. Joe Billy then. I imagine he's going to try and do another lap. Not on low fuel. So remain on board with Joe Billy for now. Sonny goes fourth with a 1:17.2. Hayes goes fourth with a 1:17 dead. Might break into the 115s here. As Kung Fu Powder was 116.2. Second, Wongden 116.6. And the leg and the cat with 116.3 apiece. Only splitting them for 200 tenths of a second. Chow Billy then coming in the last corner now. Where's Chow Billy going to go? He's going to go second with a 116.2. So just waiting for Sim Racer now then. Sim Racer. Where are you? Oh, he's in sector 1. I'm going to stay on board with Sim Racer. See where he can put himself. Not improved so far. Into the airpin. 112. 1 minute 12. And then he heads towards the technical part of the track. Right hand corner. Slowing it down. Yellow flags in sector 2. Right hand corner. That's corner. And across the line. And he goes 140. That was a rubbish time. When he lost that, he lost it the first part of the track. That's the first part of the lap, maybe. So is he going to go back out again? I'm not sure.
That the guys in person's asking who you've been calling.
Oh, who I think? Well, it's not going to be Carton King this week, I doubt it. Oh, and Sim Racer crashes out. Oh dear. Not good, not good. Never mind. It's definitely going to get 10th. Yellow flags in sector 1. Sector 2, sorry. Sector 2, sorry. So yeah, let's have our predictions. It's hard to say. I'm going to go Kung Fu Powton, I think, tonight. And then I'm going to go the leg. I don't know which leg it is. Still under debate. In second, and then I reckon Snipes is going to take his first podium for his debut in third. So I've got Kung Fu Powton in first, leg in second, Snipes in third, and I reckon the cat will follow up with fourth. Hopefully tonight we'll have a clean race between the race and between qualifying and the race. The last two races we've had to restart lobbies due to people starting up. TTM the leg then. It's on his outlap. And who else we got on track at the moment? Just Wongden as well. Is Wongden in front of the cat? Nope. So they'll stay on board with the cat with the leg. Still not sure. Still under debate which one it is, the right or the left, or the third leg, as Sam would say. Into the airpin then. And we've got just under 4.5 minutes left of this session until we're away with racing. Number 75. And around the last corner then. And across the line to start his fast lap. Into turn 1. Nice through there, nice and tidy, nice and tight. We've had no offs there this tonight so far, that's good. Nice through there, leg. Sweeping left-hander. Oh, a little bit too wide, but never mind. Keep it up. See if he can improve. For 116.3 as he comes into the hairpin. Not taking any curb because purple sector 2. Not bad through there, mate. And around right-hander. into the technical part of the track, slowest part of the track as well. The left and the right S's. Well done, keeping off the yellow cushions. And across the line, does he improve? Yes, he does, but not enough. From a 116.3 to a 116.2. Keeps him fourth. And got Joe Billy on track. The cat's on track as well. Try and work out who's in front. Snipes. Right, I'll jump on board with Snipes for now. Sunny. Yeah. Well, I'll jump on board with Sunny then. I mean Snipes. Coming on the last corner. 115, 116. It's not going to be any quicker. And then Sunny. Where's Sunny? He's just got to start in the technical part of the track. Left and the right. Not touching the yellows. Around the last corner then. 130. Also, it's going to be a good lap. Yes, he puts him first. A 115.8. We've got the cat there. Yes, it's going to the last corner. This also looks like a good time, and he puts him across the line in third. Or 116 dead. And now, who else is on track? Snipes. I'm not sure if that's a fast lap or an in lap. And the Hayes. Oh, TTM Hayes. I always say the Hayes. I don't know why. Right, and I'll just jump on board with Snipes. I don't think this is a fast lap. Although it could be. 1 minute 3. It's the technical part of the track. See what he does. 1 minute 10. Oh, stays out. Could be a decent time then. 1 minute 14. Across the line. He goes set first. Pushing his teammate out. And Colsey follows it with 115.6. Come on, Colsey. Well done, mate. And then Hayes is going to the pits, I believe. I don't know where Hayes is now. Oh, he's just starting his... Oh, that's going too slow, to be fair. His Chobley is invalidated. So is Kung Fu Poughton. We were happy about that. Wongden's just come out on an out. Just started his fast lap. We'll jump on board with Wongden then. Might be a different race, different night tonight with our favourite stuck in 7th. And that's it then. The session is over. So I think Wongden's going to be the first person to cross the line. I think the other two in front have done their fast laps on the way in. And then followed behind. Yes, so we're going to jump on board with Wongden. And then Kung Fu Poughton is not far behind him. Yeah, both of them in the pits. I'm not sure if TTM Hayes is actually doing a fast lap. It's going far too slow, to be fair. Oh, he is, yeah, 1 minute 25. Right, jump on board with Wongden then. And he comes up towards the technical part. The track, what I call the technical part of the track. Last corner, not quite last corner, into the S's. And then the final corner. 111, 112, 113, 14, 15 across the line. Oh dear, 116.6, 26. And then Kung Fu Poughton across the line. And he doesn't improve either. He actually stops. No, I thought he was going to stop on track. That's it then, lads. Top 10. Bit of a change from what we've had on previous weeks. So we've got Colsey in first, Snipes in second, Sunny in third, TTM the Cat in fourth, Hayes in fifth, Chobley in sixth, Kung Fu Poughton in seventh, The Leg in eighth, Wongden in ninth, and Sim Racer in 10th. Right then, lights 3, 4, 5, lights out, and away we go. and I'll watch it for the back. There's no doubt there's going to be a bit, and there is a massive crash. That's ridiculous. There's about 5 or 6 cars there. TTM Steel has lost a wheel. He really has. So Small Hands, Lewis Johnson and TTM Ewan have all got penalties. So look what the penalties are. Terminal damage for Steel, obviously. Severe collision with Wongden, TTM Ewan. There's going to be a few reports there then. Yeah. That's a shame to start the race. Not very good for Tier 3 to be fair. Why that happened I don't know. Cashed it up at the end of the race. Right in. See penalties of 3 5-second penalties for Ewan, Johnson and Small Hands. God knows. Don't know what happened there. It wasn't even next to the corner, so it was in the middle of the track, so someone's just ploughed in the back of someone, and the two that were obviously caught up, I don't know. That's what I'm guessing at. I didn't see it personally. I just saw the mayhem and the carbon fibre everywhere. So hopefully it wasn't done on purpose. It won't encourage another restart if that's what you thought it would do. Right then. Is anyone going to come into the pits? I wouldn't have thought so, because it's a bit pointless. It's not as if they have come in the pits, but that might be coming into the pits for wing damage, maybe. Oh dear, we've got a few double stacking. Yeah, TTM Cat is coming for a wing. So is Lewis Johnson. So, and what is Wongden coming for? Oh, he's going for a new wing as well. He's got it in his hand. Ewan, presume he's pitted. Yeah, looks like it is on his way out. Right then. And we've got Snipes still at the front. Colsey in second, Chobley in third. The Leg in fourth. Simracer in fifth. Cotton King in sixth. He's had a good race, but he's at the back. And now he's in sixth. He's laughing like a Cheshire cat. Sonny in seventh. The Cat in eighth. Hayes in ninth. The Kung Fu Powhatan is in 10th. And Ewan is in 11th. And he's still sporting a penalty. Lewis Johnson in 12th. Stevie in 13th. 14th is Dave. 15th Wongden, and Small Hands is in 16th, and 17th is Steele with a DNF as he lost a wheel. Severe damage. Right then, all the cars are more or less bunched up, but I think it will be out for another lap, as we've got 2 people still in Sector 2, 3 people still in Sector 2. So I'll definitely be out for at least one more lap. So that was a bit of a carnage start to the race. With 33 lap race, and I think we've just got 31 laps to go. And I severely doubt that it'll be our last safety car this race. I'll predict at least another 3. I reckon we'll have 4 total. Is my prediction. I hope I'm wrong. So I've got Small Hands bringing up the rear. So winners and losers, as in position change. Snipes has gone up 1, Coles has gone down 1. Carton King is our biggest winner by 10 places gained. And our biggest loser, as in positions lost, is Wongden, who's lost 6 places to that carnage. Right, everyone's caught up now, so hopefully the pace car, safety car will be in this lap. We've now confirmation the safety car is going to be in, but I imagine it is. Since Snipes is backing up slightly, safety car's in the pit lane, and away we go then, once more. Obviously no overtaking to get to the safety line. He's left that a bit late. He's got coals all over him. And away we go again. And Smalllands has set the fastest lap. I don't know that can be possible because we just started race again. So on board with Snipes then. And we seem to have got our way out of turn one safely. Right on board of Ewan for a short while. And we've got another accident in front. Carbon fibre going everywhere. Don't know whose wing that is. I have no idea. It was definitely wing I saw. Soon find out shortly. Where's someone going to the pits. I have no idea whose wing that was. I saw. Cotton King has moved up past the leg and into 5th. Sim Racer's in 4th. Chow Billy's in 3rd. Coles is in 2nd. And TTM Snipes is in 1st. So I'll keep an eye out and see who goes into the pits. Sonny's now lost 10 places and is in 13th. Yellow flag, and that is Ewan, who's lost it there. Still got his wing intact. So we'll see who comes into the pits. And it is Sonny. Sonny in the pits is the only one, so I presume it was his wing I saw flying everywhere. New wing for Sonny then. Right then. Still racing, still on the green light. Lewis Johnson then. Not doing too bad. Everyone's spreading themselves out nicely. Got coals all over the back of Sonny. Who's going to be able to make a move? Stay on board with Coulter then. Nothing happening just yet. Ball's further away. Got Hayes and Kung Fu Poughton together. Bowser goes fastest with a 1:33.4. Wongdon has gone past Dave. We've got Lewis Johnson all over the back of the cat. We're reckoning if it move the next couple of corners. Let's ride on board and see if we can. No one else too close, to be fair. Just going to stay on board with Lewis for a little while. See if we can make anything materialise. Nothing happening as of yet. Still got Snipes in front. Coles is a second, just under a second behind him, followed by Chow Billy, then Sim Racer, then Carton King in fifth. Which rounds out our top five. I would say Sonny's playing for another safety car because he's 20 seconds behind Ewan now. There's nothing going on board, so I haven't been silent. Lewis Johnson, and he's gone from 6 tenths to 4 tenths, and he's gone back up to 6 tenths behind Hayes. Other than that, there's not a great deal going on. Although there's 16 people on track. It's interesting being wet. It's one of the first wet races I've seen or commentated on. But hopefully, I'm not sure. I'll guarantee it'll be a one-stop race if it stays wet. Which at the moment it's still raining. Yellow flags. Someone's gone off in sector in sector 3. Carton King's gone up to 4th. Let's just see who's stopped. Looked like it was Chow Billy. Had a bit of a spin. Right, and Carton King is going to the pits. Well, them wet tyres didn't last very long. Oh, they're going into winters. Changing to winters. See if anybody else is going to change into winters. Quite a few to be fair, but Carton King now goes up into 10th, down into 10th. His teammate goes past. See if that was the right move or the wrong move. Well, time will tell. So only the top 4 have got to come in now. Snipes, Coles and Sim Racer and the leg. And also Chow Billy hasn't stopped, although had a bit of a spin. Jump on board with Chow Billy. Got his way down there. See what tyres everyone's on. So it's just Carton King, TTM Hayes and Lewis Johnson decided to come in early for inters. Everyone else is on the wets. We'll see if that's made any difference to the ones that have stopped. Doesn't look like it at the moment, but we shall see. Let them do a couple of laps and we'll get an idea if that's been an advantageous move or not. As we've got Snipes coming in and Sim Racer and Kung Fu Poughton. So Coles just decides to stay out, so is the leg. As the 3 that have pitted fall down the order. See if Carton King can get past. No, he's going back in the pits again, Carton King. He's going back in the pits again. That's interesting. He's lost his wing. I haven't got a clue what's going on here. Carton King has come back in the pits. Now, is he jumping back onto wets or is he just on a no wing? Oh, on a no wing. And he's double stacked it beyond his teammate, which is not going to be very good. There we go then, new wing for Carton King. That is put a dampener, pardon the pun, on his race. So TTM Snipes still is in 5th with Stevie, TTM the cat, TTM the leg, and Colesy all on wets. So is Small Hands, and TTM Snops for a 3-second penalty for multiple warning. I have no idea how long these tyres are going to last around here. It's normally about the same amount of time as a hard tyre. So I imagine about 15 or 18, maybe 20 laps. Somewhere around there. And the top 4 have all come into the pits now. Colesy has, so the leg. So Colesy maintains his position at the moment. We'll come out in front. I know Snipes has took the lead off him, but he's got a 3-second penalty. There's quite a few other people coming past. Kung Fu Powton being one of them. And there we go then. Cotton King is firmly last. So his race is completely compromised due to that bit of an off that he had and lost his wing maybe. Lewis Johnson's up into 6th. Dave is still on wets, and so is Sonny. Now is Dave going to come into the pits? A bit far away to work that out so far. Sonny's coming into the pits, he's going to go on inters. So apart from Dave, everybody is on inters. TTM Hayes has got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. And Hayes and Kung Fu Powton is third and fourth. Sim Race is in second, and Snipes is head of the field. And they've got 3 drivers. They've got penalties against their name at the moment. All got 3-second penalties. TTM Ewan, TTM Hayes and Snipes. Well, Dave now coming to the pits. Is Dave going to come into the pits? Find out shortly. He just comes into the technical part of the circuit. Going very, very slow. Still raining, but obviously it's drying up and he's has a bit of a spin. Sort of. Stevie has a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. He's in 9th, and Dave comes into the pits for inters. Left that a bit late, son. Ah, right, okay. So everyone's on inters now. Right then. So there's 23 laps left the race. And Snipes goes off quite wide there for some reason. He's holding a 4-second gap between the car behind him, which is Sim Racer. So he's romping away at the minute. Even if he did have a bit of an off, went a bit wide. Coles is closing down on the Hayes, TTM Hayes. These 3 are quite close. TTM Hayes, Coles and Lewis Johnson are quite close. And Kung Fu Powton, which is now 2 tenths, 1.5 tenths behind Sim Racer as he dives down the inside into turn 1. He's going to make it stick. He has a go, but thinks better of it. Still chasing him, still chasing. Nothing's going to happen just yet. As he gives him a nudge. Bit naughty, that is Kung Fu. Lucky not to lose any part of your wing. Oh, Sun Racer's not going to give you any room at all and knocks you off the track. Well, that was a bit silly from the pair of you. So I don't think Sim Racer was entitled to give you any room, but that was going to happen, to be fair. That promotes TTM Hayes up into 3rd. Coles is into 4th. Kung Fu Powton's been obviously into 7th. And now on board with Hayes. He's closing down Sim Racer. 5 attempts from 6. His top 3rd, 4th and 5th are quite close. TTM Coles and Lewis Johnson. And you've got Sim Racer as well, he's there. Lewis Johnson has been given a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. That's his first penalty. Got 6 drivers on 3-second penalties. With Hazy just biding his time. Joe Billy goes the fastest lap with a 1:29.6. 29.5, sorry. And the Haze is all over the back of Sim Racer at the moment. Whether he can make anything come off, only time will tell. Hopefully he can overtake a bit better than his teammate. Going into the sweeping right corner into sector 2 then. Going down into the chicane. Can he make anything happen here? Not yet. Just hanging there. Something will arise shortly, I'd imagine. And Wongdon is quite close to Stevie. But these 3rd, 4th and 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th are quite close still. As Sim Racer and Hayes trying their best to keep the other one at bay. Just slightly too far away to make anything happen at the moment. Hayes could do losing, closing the gap to avoid another couple of attempts. They might be able to make something happen then. Obviously there's no DRS because obviously it was raining. Don't have DRS in wet conditions. I'm just taking a little bit of curve up. Still no sign of the rain stopping. So Sim Race at the moment has no penalties, nor does Colsey. We'll go a bit wide there through there, Hayes. Jump on board with Colsey, he's behind you. He's still a bit too far behind. So these top few lads are quite close. Colsey gets a 3-second penalty. Legs in 6. He's quite a way behind Lewis. Well, Kung Fu Periton's going to have a go, and he's got past the leg. And now he's just got Lewis Johnson to chase down, who's 1.2 seconds in front of him. So, 1.5 seconds now between Kung Fu Periton and Lewis Johnson. Colsey's had a bit of a look down the inside of Hayes. Too far behind. Too far away. Apart from that, there's nothing going on. Cotton King's in 13th. His teammates in front of him in 12th. So the top 5 lads, they've all got penalties apart from Sim Racer, which might be his advantage. Although he's 3.5 seconds behind at the moment. I mean, the driver in front, Snipes, has got a 3-second penalty, so he needs to try and close that underneath 3 seconds if he can to make that work. got a lot going on. It's hard commentating on your own. It's not like you're talking to yourself a lot of the time. And now Hayes is closing the gap to 4/10 now. Behind Sim Racer. You can just about see the car in front. This is where accidents are easily made. And we're just coming up to towards half race distance on lap 16. 33 laps in total. Come on. As Sim Racer goes a little bit wide, but so too does Hayes. And now the gap between the first and second place has gone up to 4.7 seconds. Well, Kung Fu Poughton might be promoted as it stands into third place, because all the people, the 3 cars in front of Kung Fu Poughton have all got 3-second penalties. So if Kung Fu Poughton could just keep it there, keep it with these 3 lads, he will be promoted to third place. And here's another look at Lewis Johnson does Kung Fu. Just bide your time, just bide your time. No, there's no use getting a damaged wing now. This part of the race, as Lewis Johnson let you go past. Nice bit of racing there from Lewis Johnson. Just moves out the way for you. Unless he lost it a bit. I don't think he did. Look like he'd actually let you past. Coles is in 4th, then with Kung Fu Poughton behind him. Cotton King and Ewan are both in 12th and 13th still. Really needs to be a safety car really for anyone at the back to catch up. They're quite a way behind. And now Coles is creeping up behind the back of TTM Hayes. Hayes is in 3rd, Sim Race is in 2nd, and Snipes is leading the way in this one, up in 1st. Sim Race has pulled back 8/10 of a second, and Lewis Johnson now has got a another 3-second penalty, which puts his total on 6. Kung Fu then, closing it down slowly behind Colsey. I reckon anything happened. Who knows? Put it back onto broadcast for a little while. So we've got the McLaren team in 7th and 8th at the moment, the leg and the cap. The leg hasn't, neither of them have got warning penalties, which is good to see. After the Williams, sorry, just TTM Hayes has got a 3-second penalty. Kung Fu Poughton hasn't. Nor a Sim Racer sitting in 2nd. So all the Hayes has to, yeah. So really the TTM Hayes could get past Sim Racer, but no real points because he was sporting a 3-second penalty. Going to get that place back by default anyway. Sim Racer really needs to close that gap between him and 1st place. As we get a car that's gone off, which is, I presume that's Dave. Ooh. Sim Racer in still in second, and we've got another yellow car, yellow flag. Looks like Yellow Carton King's just come back into the pits. Couldn't tell you who went off. Mulans goes past Carton King, then Carton King just comes out of the pits. Snipe still quite comfortably in the lead. 4 seconds in front of Sim Racer in second. Hayes is now in third. Coles is in fourth. Kung Fu Pelton's in fifth. Lewis Johnson's in sixth. The Legs in seventh. Steve has got past the Cat and Split and the McLaren's in eighth. The Cat's in ninth. Mongden's in 10th. Cotton King gets past Smalllands, I see. Joe Billy's in 11th. Ewan's in 12th. Cotton King's in 13th. Smalllands is in 14th. Dave Hunt is in 15th. And Sonny is in 16th. And we've got a clue if they've got a pit again. I imagine they would have on Inters, especially how old these tyres are. Yeah, 10 laps old now. Well, yeah, got another 13, 14 laps. So yeah, I would say they've got to come in again. As Carton King's on fresh Inters, which might do him a favour. He's still 20 seconds behind Ewan. And Ewan's 20 seconds behind Joe Billy. So really, Carton King really needs another pit stop to make that pit stop that he's got the null and void, so he can catch the rest of the field up. As TTM Snipes comes off the track. Kung Fu Parenting gets another 3-second penalty, which is going to delight. No, he hasn't. That's his first 3-second penalty then, Kung Fu Parenting. The Cat gets a 3-second penalty as well. Sim Racer and TTM Hayes are having a bit of a jostle. So Coles now is all over the back of Finger, and Kung Fu Powton is trying to get past Colesy. Coles is having none of it. But they're still fighting. That is Kung Fu Powton and Colesy. Oh, bit of contact there, but no wing damage, that's good. Colesy maintains his position. And Kung Fu Powton will have to wait for another opportunity. Lewis Johnson is in the fray as well, so we've got 6 drivers at the moment that are really, really close. Although Lewis Johnson has got a 6-second penalty. Dave Hunt's just been given another 3-second penalty, his first one. So from Kung Fu Powton. Ooh, was a bit close. It gives him a bit of a nudge. Don't think he loses any time. Now TTM Snipes then. He gets himself a 6-second, another 3-second penalty. Which puts him on to 6 seconds worth. TTM Leggers dropped back into 6th for some reason. Steve is up into 7th. He's got past the Cat. The Hayes is in the pits, that is why. So now, with Snipes having a 6-second penalty, it means Sim Racer now might be able to leapfrog him at the end of the race, as he's 4.6 seconds behind him. So we can maintain that gap now, that'll please him. Although Colesy is 1.5 seconds behind Sim Racer. Kung Fu's in 4th. So who do I think is going to crash out next? Because there's bound to be one. There's bound to be another accident that's going to put another safety car out. It's just a question of who it's going to be. Could be one of these. We're still quite close together. Tony needs one of them to make a silly mistake, which is quite easy in the rain. which is still showing no signs of stopping. Lewis Johnson then in 5th as Colesy goes into the pits. So this is when we're going to start seeing people change for Inters, changing their tyres. 12 laps old. So Colesy then changes for another set of Inters. So we'll start seeing other people pitting as well. See when Snipes might pit and whether he'll work off his penalty at the same time. So we've got Snipes and Sim Racer are still yet to pit. So there's Kung Fu Pelton. So there's Lewis Johnson. Well, a lot of the field, to be honest. There's only Coles and Hayes that have pitted. Took the opportunity to. Cotton King is on a 2-lap old Inters. And we'll find out shortly if Snipes is going to decide he's going to come into the pits, and it seems to me that it is to stop raining. So what he could do now, maybe, is come in for softs. Come in for some softs or medium tyres. If he goes for medium tyres, he might end up finishing the race on mediums. He could do. I'd come in for mediums. Now he's going to stay out another lap. But I'd have come in for mediums that time because it looks like it is drying out now. So this is going to make the final part of this race a bit interesting. No one comes in, so they're just going to see if they can hold out on these Inters a bit longer, and hopefully the track will warm up a bit more to make them go on to mediums. They've only got to do, it looks to me that they've got to do 9, maybe 10 laps by the time they come in on mediums, which is more than doable. Might even be able to do that on softs. So we shall see. Softs is a bit dodgy, to be fair. I think they're only capable of like 7 or 8 laps around here. But mediums is a definite cert. So I'm just going to stay on board with Snipes and see if he comes in, and if he does come in, let's see what tyres he decides to go on. I imagine he'll go on mediums. I can't see softs working just yet, but I may be wrong. And Cotton King and Ewan comes in for pit for mediums, which is I thought what they might do. Right then, Snipes, what are you going to do, pal? Mediums or softs? Ewan's took the gamble and he's on mediums. Your tyres are quite hot now. So here we go then. Ewan's in the pit. Snipes is in the pits. Sim Racer, he stays out. So then, what is Snipes going to do? And Kung Fu Pelton stays out as well. Got Lewis Johnson. Oh, he's serving his penalty as well. That's not going to do any favours. And he's on mediums. I thought he might do. On mediums. Lewis Johnson's also on mediums. Coles has set the fastest lap on Inters, or on 28.5. So he's definitely warming up out there. Bit of surface spray off Kung Fu Pelton. That'll soon disappear. Right then, right on board with Kung Fu Pelton. He was closely followed by Sim Racer. We'll see if these lads come in. Doesn't look like there's going to be any accidents now on the fort. If there's going to be an accident, it would have been before now, I'd imagine. So, Kung Fu Pelton, 15 lap old Inters. Does he come in? Or does he choose to stay out another lap? Stays out another lap, I reckon he'll probably end up going on to softs. He's doing alright so far. He's keeping Sim Racer at bay. Softs or mediums, he stays out another again, because I think these pair are going to see if they can hold out for another lap or two, and then they're going to go on to softs. I can see it coming. A lot of the other field haven't come in yet either. The McLaren boys come in then. They're going to go on mediums, I imagine, or are they going to risk it and go on softs? No mediums. Mediums tyres are ready. Cat is on mediums too. Right then. So still haven't seen the change for softs. I am surprised at that, to be fair. Got 9 laps left. 9 laps left. I'm sure the softs will do 9 laps. But we shall see if anyone switches to the softs. As we have a yellow flag in sector 1, it looks like it's one of the McLaren lads. Yeah, it's Cat. It's Cat. So it's a shame he's lost his wing. Quite severe damage there on that wing. Jump on board with Kung Fu Pouton then as he comes in towards the technical part of the track. DRS has now been enabled. So we were going to see. Cotton King has come on the softs. He's the first one who's gone to the softs. I don't think it's going to give him much advantage being that far behind everybody else. As we have another off car. Looks like it's Chow Billy. I might be wrong. Yeah, Chow Billy has done a bit of a spin. No damage to his car though. Kung Fu Pouton then. He is in the pits. Now does he go soft or does he go medium? Everyone's going softs. A lot of people are going softs. Some racers have gone softs. Kung Fu Pouton has gone softs. My prediction was correct. Holding off as long as they possibly can to make them softs work. Wongden then comes in and he's obviously going to go softs. So the 4 top lads at the moment, Kung Fu Pouton, Sim Racer, Wongden, Stevie, have all on the softs. As Snipes comes in and he's going to go on mediums. That's interesting. I thought it'd have gone on. The leg is on softs. On mediums. Wongden's on softs. Stevie's on softs. So we'll see where that puts them out. Stevie and Lewis are having a bit of a tussle. But Stevie's on mediums and Wongden's on softs. But Lewis's tyre should be a bit warmer as we're 1 lap older. As Lewis sends it up in the inside. Wongden has none of that. He says, I don't think so. Cotton King has a 3-second penalty. It's going to add to his chaos. As Cotton King goes up into 11th. See if he can get into the pits, into the points, which he does. He's gone past the Cat as well. He's in 10th. So Cotton King is slowly coming back into this race. Although he's 35 seconds behind Colesy now. So it's going to be a long way to fight before we can get back into the race. And we have Wongden, who has got wing damage and has a bit of a spin. No accident now. He's had to bring out the safety car. Snipes sends the fastest lap. Trying his best to get back into first position where he was, and he goes. That's his fastest lap. Sim Racer in second, and Kung Fu Pouton sets the purple sector 1 time. He really wants this win again. I did have him down as a race winner. Colesy had for second, but he's nowhere near. And the leg in third, but he's in 5th at the minute. Sim Racer then 5.5 seconds behind Kung Fu Pouton. The leg has got another 3-second penalty. So these penalties are shaping out. Then you've got Kung Fu Pouton on 3 seconds, the leg on 3 seconds, so is Colesy, so is Ewan, so is the Cat, so is Chow Billy, and Dave is all on 3-second penalties. In 6 seconds we've got Snipes, Stevie, Lewis Johnson, TTM Hayes, and that's it, 6-second penalties. And we've got someone on a 9-second penalty, which is Cotton King. Right then. So we've got a bit of a mixed bag at the moment with tyres at the moment. Some are on softs, some are on mediums. Snipes is on mediums. Chasing down Sim Racer. Got a 2-second gap. Got Lewis Johnson, 6/10 behind the leg. I don't think there's anybody else It's any closer than that, to be fair. So I'm going to stay on board with Lewis Johnson and see if he can make anything work past the leg. Oh dear, ouch. Lewis Johnson then not really making much time up on that lap. No, still losing time. You're going to lose loads of time going over them yellow rumbles in the S's. TTM the leg, gets another 3-second penalty. That's his first penalty. We've got 3 cars at the moment going into a corner. 3 into 1 does not work. Slowly put themselves in single file, which was the leg, Lewis Johnson and TTM Hayes. Yeah, I think one of these, yeah, is obviously a lapped car, which is Dave Hunt. Kung Fu now has an 8.7 second lead over Sim Racer. Yeah, it's Chow Billy. It's been lapped. Lewis Johnson's got a 3-second penalty, which puts him on 9 seconds. So we've got 3 laps left of this race. Not been a bad race, to be fair. So we just had 1 safety car then. Not too bad since I predicted 4. Chow Billy, 3-second penalty. Multiple warnings. And looks like Kung Fu Powhatan is firmly in the lead. Cotton King gets another 3-second penalty. We'll see what happens with these penalties as we cross the line. Snipes has got a 3-second penalty. So Snipes has got a 12-second penalty, so has Cotton King. So Snipes isn't going to hold on to his 3rd place. So winners and losers at the moment have position changes from what they started the race on. Kung Fu Powhatan's gone up 6 places. Sim Racer's gone up 8. Stevie's gone up 10, which is our biggest winner. Our biggest loser then at the moment stands at Sonny, losing 12 places from where he started. Second loser to that was obviously the Cat, and jointly Chow Billy, but both losing 7 places from where they started the race at. And we've got a yellow flag in sector 1. Looks like it could be Chow Billy. Can't see who it is. Hang on. It is Colsey, having a bit of an off. And he's got no wing, so he's going to fall down the order. He might even let Cotton King past his pit stop as well, which might give Cotton King another point, a couple of points, which he might be happy about. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Difficult one to predict. Right then. So Kung Fu Powhatan's still up firmly in the lead. 9 seconds now separate him and second, which is Snipes. Sim Racer's in 3rd, Steve is in 4th, Legs in 5th, Lewis Johnson in 6th. TTM Hayes has just got past Johnson down the pit straight. Busman 6th, Lewis Johnson 7th, Wongden in 8th, Coles in 9th, Cotton King's in 10th, which is soon to be in 9th because Coles is going to have to come into the pits, which he does now. The Cat in 11th, TTM Ewan in 12th. Coles in another 5-second penalty speed in the pit lane. Oh dear. Smalllands in 14th. 15th is Sonny, and in 16th we have Dave Hunt. I'm surprised Chow Billy hasn't got any more penalties for not moving out of the way of blue flags, because he's right under the feet of Kung Fu Powton. And he crosses the line. Does Kung Fu Powton to take the win. Nice bit of racing. From a terrible qualifying. Doesn't qualify very well, but he does race really, really well. So Sim Racer in 2nd, Snipes in 3rd. See where these finish and change as the penalties will come into effect. Cotton King, Colesy, TTM the Cat, TTM Ewan are yet to cross the line. And Colesy sets the purple sector 2 time. I think Coles is trying to get a fastest lap, but I don't think it's going to happen. That's it then, just waiting for Chablis to cross the line. I'll try and get some of these lads in for an interview, which is Kung Fu Powton, Sim Racer and Snipes.
That is everything for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. For more TTM content, check out the video in the top right, and to join the TTM community, take a look at the link in the description. Until next time, see you on track.